I believe we're back. Hello. Welcome to a special live stream very quickly. You can see I'm fresh from playing Football Manager on my computer. And we got to talk. We got to talk about Manchester City. And we got to talk about Chelsea. Welcome to the Football Fan Show. Breaking news then. From the last half an hour, I'm just catching up with this as you are as well. We don't do enough of these live news streams. But yesterday we had a full hour special on this. We're now live on our Twitch channel. Somebody's having a barbecue. Manchester City, according to BBC Sport, have withdrawn already from the European Super League. Chelsea are expected to do so. Whereas Sky Sports, they're reporting that both Chelsea and Man City have now left. You can see the news scrolling there, the scrolling news. You can kind of read it. I know it's a blur. I had to do this on the fly. But Chelsea and Manchester City are reportedly out of the proposed European Super League. So it seems that the Super Terrible League has lasted about 24 hours before it was kicked into touch by its creators. We'll bring you the latest on this. So Sky Sports writes on their website, and they're the ones that broke this. Chelsea fans protested against the planned breakaway league outside Stamford Bridge. By the way, Petr Cech came out of the team bus because they're playing tonight. Chelsea, they're playing Brighton and Hove Albion. Came off the team bus to chat with the fans, kind of reassuring them, kind of trying to convince them maybe. But according to Sky Sports' Kaveh Solokol, the totally negative reaction to the ESL plans was in danger of overshadowing the good work that the club does in the community. Which is true of Chelsea, very true of Manchester City, the east side of Manchester. They've heavily invested in. Yes, the cynic says marketing purposes, and I think Gary Neville was talking about that last night on the Monday Night Football. City have now told the organisers they do not wish to be a part of this new Super League, meaning that its founding 12 becomes 10, because Bayern and Dortmund, Leipzig and PSG have said they're not interested. And now the 10 teams involved, Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atleti, Juventus, Inter Milan and AC Milan. So we're two down already. I don't think we're going to get to the end of the week with a full lot. I think we were chatting about this yesterday. The reason that Real Madrid and Barcelona are so behind it, but I would say Real Madrid are more behind it than Barcelona. We've not heard a lot from Barcelona, but obviously Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid, has been very vocal and says it will save football. That's a lie. It won't. It'll ruin it. But that's, I can't give my opinion during a news piece. But expect his resignation very soon. By the way, Stan Collymore, whether you believe him or not, says Ed Woodward has resigned. It's not true. Ed Woodward has not resigned from his post at Manchester United. Although actually saying that, breaking news, turns out Stan Collymore, you're right. Manchester United Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward has just quit. Good riddance to ya. Good riddance to you. Ed Woodward looks like he's now quit. That's Stan Collymore tweeting that, but now 6 minutes ago the BBC's Dan Rowan also tweeting that Ed Woodward has gone. He's quit the club. He's quit as Manchester United executive And a few people tweeting this now. Adam Crafton of The Athletic, he said that Ed Woodward has quit. So it looks like a few sources, BBC Sport have just confirmed it. The Athletic UK have just confirmed it that he's going to stand down. So he hasn't left. He will stand down at the end of 2021. Does that mean the end of the 2020-2021 season? Or does it mean the end of the year? I can already see some of the tweets. Gary Neville, give it to Gary Neville. What a legend. But Ed Woodward is gone. He's done. Dusted. Wonderful. Ed Woodward gone as Manchester United Executive Vice Chairman. And it's all about... Gary Neville tweeting out a picture of dominoes falling, and we all thought this was going to happen, let's be honest. Less than 48 hours after the big announcement at Chelsea, Manchester City, both, according to reports, Chelsea have now confirmed that they've withdrawn. Manchester City have apparently indicated that they intend to withdraw, which means that this European Super League, which was dreamed up for the last 6 months, has lasted 48 hours. 48 hours before it's completely and utterly collapsed. So I thought I'd come live and just tell you the big breaking news that Chelsea and Manchester City have left this European Super League already. Now, what is important to say is that the 14 Premier League clubs that met earlier decided not to kick these 6 clubs out of the division. They did not do that. But the meeting, essentially, what they were talking about earlier is that they were expecting a few people at a boardroom level. They were expecting heads to topple at a boardroom level, and they don't expect to see a few people, maybe Ed Woodward, back in a Premier League club meeting ever again. With Ed Woodward standing down, and we've had Pep today come out and say that sport without competition isn't sport. You know, you have to earn success. Apparently, within this 14 club meeting, of which these big 6 were not invited to, of course, that a lot of things were discussed, and the decision has been not to kick out these big 6 clubs, which I feel is a mistake. The NFL is definitely sport, though. This isn't about the NFL. The European Super League is done after 48 hours. It's hilarious. They make all these big plans, and it just goes tits up already. Speaking on the Sky Sports News, on the condition of anonymity, one of the board members of said Big 6 clubs behind the ESL could not be expected to walk away from their plans. Well, it looks like they might have to now, and accused UEFA of monopolising competitive football. I've seen a lot of tweets to say that these clubs have managed to unite football fans and make UEFA the good guys, and UEFA never normally no, but you said the ESL isn't sport. I said Pep Guardiola said guaranteed qualification as a means to, well, having a predetermined outcome isn't sport. What that does for professional wrestling, I have no idea. It is an NFL model. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is. It's an American model, which we talked about yesterday. It's American model. No promotion, no relegation. Kind of spits in the face of everything that European football, well, European sports, not just football, European sports stands for, because you get promotion and relegation in all walks of sport in Europe. Not sure about the rugby premiership anymore. I think they were suspending promotion and relegation, but obviously it doesn't happen in the United States. Yes, the NFL is very much a sport that I don't watch. I just watch the Super Bowl, and that's about it. It's just rugby with body armor. No, I'm joking. Don't at me. But there were these threats at UEFA, as a governing body said that they would ban these players. That doesn't look like it's going to happen anymore. And we had somebody comment yesterday that Florentino Perez would have his own World Cup if the players were banned. So it does look like the ESL is to be no more, which is a wonderful thing. And as I say, the only disappointment I have is that these 6 clubs were not immediately kicked out of the Premier League. But cooler heads prevailed in this. Cooler heads prevail in the Premier League board meeting, where they decided not to kick out these 6 clubs, where they just kept their arms open and said, look, we don't want certain people associated with your clubs back in a boardroom anytime soon. Hence, Ed Woodward has resigned as Manchester United's executive vice chairman. He's going to go, confirming that he's left or leaving. What does this do for Fenway Sports Group and Liverpool? John W. Henry, I know there's a lot of anger towards them. There was a fear that Jurgen Klopp would resign. Well, he came out last night at a press conference after the Leeds game to say that he would not be resigning as Liverpool manager, despite this going against kind of the very nature and fabric of who he is as a person, as a football manager. He's not resigning as Liverpool manager, which is fantastic. So I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I do absolutely love Jurgen Klopp. What does this do for Stan Kroenke as well at Arsenal? And I'm not sure if you've seen this, but there's plenty of videos on social media today of Arsenal fans outside the Emirates Stadium calling for Kroenke out. Looks like, I don't know whether they'll go. I get the feeling the Glazers might sell up. That's just wild speculation on my part. I've got no factual evidence for that suggestion. I just think they're the type of people that if they don't get their way, they'll just sell up. But they are Manchester United is in quite a lot of debt because of them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the self-proclaimed Big Six, 2 down, 4 to go, and the European Super League is in utter tatters. And that is something to absolutely cherish. Which camera? That one. So with that said, that breaking news is done, dusted for another day. I'm sure we just stop breaking news stories. Just, Jose Mourinho was sacked this week and no one's talking about it. It was done in the most brilliant way possible with the Tottenham chairman probably thinking, everybody's distracted. I'm just going to go sack my manager. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. The Super League is all but dead, though, and that's the thing to take away. That said, this impromptu news video that is not planned at all is over. Have a good one.